Hello, welcome to Life with me, Oyairo, a channel dedicated to discussing the issues of life. Have you hit the subscribe button? If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Thank you. You know what I want us to discuss today? Let's talk about something that affects most of us during our existence on this earth. It starts with a P. Can you guess? Okay, let me help you out. Let's talk about problems. How do we handle our problems? How do we see our problems? I mean, there are some of us right now having a pity party. Some of us are feeling like victims, which, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Some of us are crying, why me? Some of us can't fathom, how can I be going through so much like this? This is ridiculous. How can a human being be taking all this? Why me? Why you? Seriously? Why you? My dear friend, it could be worse. Has it occurred to you that there are some people that started nursery school, some children when you were a child, that started nursery school with you, that didn't make it to the next level? They didn't graduate to primary school because they died. What of those that died in primary school or high school or university? Some never experienced teenagehood. Some never made it into being an adult. And you think you have problems? Let me tell you something. The fact that you are able to see me on the screen right now, you're watching me right now, is a privilege. Do you know there are some people, they are watching with their ears, not their eyes, because they can't see? Excuse me. And you think you have problems? What of those that are in the hospital, fighting for their lives as I speak? They have all the money in the world. Some of them have fame. They have everything many human beings desire. But the greatest gift of all, life, is about to be taken from them. And you think you have problems? Excusez-moi. Excuse my French. It could be worse. A lot of times, we're so focused on what we're going through, we don't stop to pause and wonder about what the next person is going through. Do you know our attitude during the storm determines the altitude of the storm? How we see it, how we psych ourselves, and how we hope for a better tomorrow helps to either usher that problem away quickly or help us get ready and wait for the appointed time for the problem to leave. So I want us to have the attitude of asking ourselves at every given opportunity, it could be worse. We're not even asking ourselves, we're saying to ourselves, we're reminding ourselves, it could be worse. There are some human beings right now dodging bombs. They're in a war zone. They're in a war they didn't bargain for. They're not there by choice, but by circumstance. And you think you have problems? Really? Or human beings like you and I, they haven't eaten. They have a mouth ready to eat. They have an appetite, humongous too. But guess what? There's no food. Some have food they cannot eat. Some can eat, but they have no food. And you think you have problems? I think it's high time we start employing the strategy of asking or saying to ourselves, it could be worse. And stop thinking that nobody is going through what we're going through. Because let me tell you something, it could be worse. Sulking, taking it out on those around you, whether on the job, whether family members, even strangers, because you think your problem is just too much, it's too ridiculous. It's not going to cut it. I want us to determine in our hearts going forward that we will not let our problems dictate how we feel. Rather, we will always think and be grateful, knowing it could be worse, knowing we have another chance, knowing we have life, the greatest gift of all, and expressing gratitude, counting our blessings, naming them one by one. And it will surprise us how many blessings we have. I'll end with this. My mom used to tell me, growing up, you think you have problems. I dare you to take your problem or problems, collection of problems, pack them into your handbag, because I know that's where they can fit, and go to the market square where other people with problems are bringing their problems. And she used to promise me, by the time you see people towing their problems in a moving van, you will look at your handbag, you will look at your problem, you will cast your head down in shame and walk away. You'll be too embarrassed to bring out that teeny weeny so-called problem of yours. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know how big your problem is, and I'm not being insensitive, but I want you, going forward, to always know it could be worse. Until next time, stay blessed.